Hello there, it's Courtney and welcome back to another Matchday vlog. We are back in the Champions League tonight against PSV Eindhoven, and I'm really looking forward to this one for a multitude of reasons. One being, this is possibly the first night me and my dad are ever going to go to a Champions League game together. We've done Europa, we've done all them sorts of competitions, done Premier League, done cup games. We were trying to figure it out and we don't think we've ever done a Champions League game together. And tonight we are, with a massive thanks to Attax. So the tops cards everyone's going on about, Attax are the Champions League ones, and I've got some packs to open in a minute and I can't wait for that. But a massive thank you to Attax for giving me and my dad a ticket for a night and we get to experience it together. Cannot wait for that. But going into team news, it is going to be interesting to see, obviously, after the 3-0 defeat in the Premier League against Forest, is there going to be many changes within the squad? I know there's being talk about Joe Gomez, and Slot is saying Joe Gomez is fit. He just chose to play Szoboszlai over him. Could we see maybe a change there? Who knows? But I think it's going to be interesting to see team news and see if there is any players that Slot has chose to go, do you know what, after Forest, we're going to leave you out and we're going to put someone else in. So that's going to be an interesting one, but hopefully we just get a win. I think the team needs a massive boost after Saturday, and getting a win tonight in any way possible has got to be it. I mean, not only will we be 3-0 by Forest, who are having not the best season this season, it was a clean sheet. No one scored for the Reds. Just that win, I give a little bit of a boost, I think would be massive today. But that being said, let's go on a bit more about the Attax and then we'll head to the match. So, as I mentioned before, Attax kindly have given me tickets today so I can go with my dad. But here's a little look, you've got the Attax there, and then they do have updates throughout the season. So there was a Halloween one, there's one in December called Star Ballers, and then in January there is Queens of Europe. So that is really cool. But before I go to the match, I have got one of the eco packs. So in this you get 36 cards, and we're going to open them and see. So on the back says this eco pack contains 36 cards, 2 random Starboy limited edition cards and 1 exclusive graduate card. So we'll see what we get in here, but I also have some of the 12 pack cards later on, and I am going to be opening one of these at the match and making a starting 11 out of them. I've got to use the cards. If there's a player twice, that player's got to be put in the team somewhere twice. If there's no goalkeeper, I've got to figure out who we're putting in goal, so keep an eye out for that a bit later on. But let's open this first. So opening it up, and we have 3 normal packs, and then we have the special edition ones. Which ones do we go for first? I think I am going to go for the special ones first, and then fingers crossed there's a nice surprise in the other 3. So nice little bit of a gold Champions League foil. So the first one we have is Reece James for Chelsea, and that is the graduates one. We then have Cherky at Man City, and that is one of the Starboy cards. And then we have Douay for PSG. That's the other Starboy card. So they're pretty cool, and I do like the way they look. I just think it looks so smart, and a little bit of the shininess on them. Everyone likes limited edition ones because of the shininess, don't we? So let's go into these dead quick, and we'll see if we have any really good ones in these packs. So I will say I have purchased these. So these are like 100% from Asda on Breck Road. Don't know if I'm going to get anything good in them, just to keep that a little bit clear. But like I said, Tops have gave me some tickets for the match tonight with Attax. So we've got Bayer Leverkusen. We've possibly got a good one here. Porto. I'm not trying to pronounce these names because I will end up really badly pronouncing them. Is that Florentina? Yeah, Florentina. Oh, I like this card. Like Hakimi, I don't mind them. PSG, they were really, really good sides at the minute. And this is like it's a little different. How cool is that? Now, if I can get some Liverpool ones of these made up, what type of card is this? Chrome Awards winner, fastest player. I like them. We then have Zidane on a showboat card. That is a cool one. We have a player that I absolutely loved as a kid. First ever heartbreak I had. But he is in a Chelsea shirt. Fernando Torres. They have an all-action hero card. Borussia Dortmund. They have a Celtic card. Benfica. Oh, what team's that? Eintracht Frankfurt. Just trying to figure out what the badge was for a second. And then we have Aston Villa. So that was the first pack. Not too bad. Let's go into the second dead quickly, and then we'll have one more and we'll head to Anfield. Excited but nervous for the game tonight, just with the way everything's going on. And then first up in this pack we have Harry Kane for Borussia Dortmund. Not Borussia. Then first up in this pack we have Harry Kane for Bayern Munich, which is pretty cool. We then have Olmo for Barca. We then have an Ajax card. Oh, why is this facing the other way? Oh, very nice. A Stealth Strike Porto card for Conrad Harder. That was a nice looking card as well, to be honest. We then have Magic Memories Anton Griezmann for Atletico Madrid. We then have a Topps Heritage card for Barcelona for Olmo again. We then have a shiny one for Ajax. We have a Borussia Dortmund, a Morello for Nottingham Forest, an Ederson for Man City, and a Trossard for Arsenal. And then finally we have, that's quite funny to be honest, we have PSG. You should now be in the Man City tops, that's what made me laugh. And then finally, this is what I mean, the updates on this is like quite a good idea because like the Halloween packs and stuff like that, you can get updated players and stuff, I believe, so that's pretty cool. We have Conor Gallagher as the first card in this one for Atletico Madrid. We have Juventus. We have Inter Milan. We then have a Stealth Strike Elise for Bayern Munich. We have a Counter-Attack Erling Haaland card. We have a Cup Champion Raul for Real Madrid. That's quite a cool card to have. They have a Man of the Match wild card for Florentina. Oh, this is a player I wish was fit because I think he's an absolute brilliant player. Jeremy Frimpong. Hopefully he's back soon. I couldn't have timed this better, so I'm going to just show you what just happened. We have Jeremy Frimpong, who was brought in to replace this guy. He couldn't have done that any better. We then have Salzburg. We then have Dan Burn at Newcastle. And then Chelsea, we have Enzo Fernandez. So that is a pretty decent eco pack, I'd say. My favourite there is the way this Hakimi one looks for PSG. I just think it's such a cool card. But yeah, keep an eye out for this video. I'm going to try it and do a starting 11 out of one of these packs, which could get very interesting. So see you all at the match. I'm going to head to Anfield now and see you all there. Dominic Soboslai equalising for the Reds. Get in! Too easy!
Offside.
Oh, go on. What? Oh! Okay. So it's currently half time and it was 1-1 thanks to Dominic Soboslai getting an equaliser. I will say their penalty, 100% a penalty. I don't know what Ferg was doing. His hands straight up in the air. I don't know if he's calling for a pull on him a little bit on the corner, but you can't do that and then get hit by the ball. And I don't think Ferg had the best game. There's been two quite noticeable mistakes from that one, and then it was also a foul. But other than that, it's not been too bad. After Soboslai scored, we have been the more attacking side and had a few better chances. So hopefully that continues in the second half and we can find a way to get the win. But we'll have to see. Really enjoying where we started, really good view. Opened a few more match attack cards. Got Canate in one of them, which was when I was in Hotel Anfield. That was pretty cool. Not had any super rare ones that I'm aware of yet. A signed one or a numbered one or anything like that, so I might open another one while I'm up there in a minute, and maybe see if I can do another starting 11 out of them, which I posted on my Instagram earlier. So if not, I'll do one when I get home, definitely. But this also could be a dangerous hobby for me now, because I like opening mystery packs of things, and these cards are hitting that adrenaline rush going through, so we'll see. But gonna head back up now, join my dad, have some to eat, and then watch the second half. Fingers crossed we get that win. At someone's feet. There we go, the Reds get beat 4-1 by PSV Eindhoven, and it was a frustrating second half in all honesty. First half wasn't like too bad, like I said, after Szoboszlai scored our heads were picked up, but soon as it went 2-1 down, Cody Gakpo in particular, his head just went down, and I even like stood up because there was Cody, there was Maka, there was a few other players whose heads went down when they were waiting for the game to restart, and I stood up and I was just screaming. I was like, come on, heads up Liverpool, you still got a chance. But I think a few of the players, especially Cody, I don't think the head just came back into the game. Virgil had a better second half, and I had a little bit of a complaint in the first half about him. I just don't think first half, I don't know where his head was, to be honest. But yeah, that was a little bit frustrating. Yeah, just the whole game in particular. It's one of those, I don't want to say it's a crisis, because I think we're all forgetting what happened in the summer a bit. But there is definitely issues at the club at the minute that don't seem to be changing. I will say, atmosphere-wise, get behind the team. Like, get behind them no matter what. We saw it in the Real Madrid game, makes a massive difference. If you get behind the team, you make the noise that's needed, you support them no matter what, you'll get rewarded for it. And we're just not seeing that from the fans as well at the minute. A lot of people, as soon as goals go in, are getting up and leaving, which sends a message to the players because they're going to notice that. Also, final whistle, and this is my big rant for the evening. If you're going to turn up and boo any Liverpool player or the team, don't bother turning up. We're not that sort of squad. There was a lot of boos heard at the end of the game tonight, and it wasn't the majority of people, but it was, obviously, everyone else thought it was quiet, so it was audible. But, like, don't bother turning up if you're going to boo your own players. It's just, they need support, not people booing them, and it's something I've never, ever in my lifetime seen Liverpool players get booed off the pitch, and it is something that we used to see United do, Everton do. It's very much their sort of thing. It's not something we do. And give the cop the due, before the final whistle went, there was a round of You'll Never Walk Alone sang from the cop that the rest of the stadium sort of picked up on. And that's the message you want to send to the players. You'll never walk alone. We're still behind you. Just start fixing things and start playing a bit better. Do not go and boo the team. That's my big rant over with. I'm ready to go to bed now, to be honest, after that game. So I want to say massive thanks again to Matchday. It was a really cool seat and really cool experience with my dad. And yeah, I can see me buying more Matchday cards in the future. I've still got a few packs to open, so keep an eye out for a few videos from that. That being said, I am off, and I'll see you all next time when the Reds hopefully play a lot better, and fingers crossed we see a win come soon. But that being said, I'll see you all next time.